What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's Daniel, and welcome back to our video. Today, we're going to be taking a look at the 2023 Formula 1 driver lineup as the lineup has been set for 2023. There's some pretty big changes happening in 2023. Let's go through every single team. Let's first start off with Red Bull Racing. Red Bull Racing will not be having any changes heading into 2023. They'll be keeping both of their drivers. Max Verstappen will continue to drive the one car in 2023 as he'll be looking for his third straight Formula 1 championship, and his teammate in 2023 will be Sergio Perez, who will be driving the 11 car. Sergio scored 2 wins in 2022, will be looking to impress and be more of a consistent championship contender, and also finish third in the Formula 1 championship. Red Bull looks to be stronger in 2023, and hopefully they'll be able to do that in 2023. The next team we're going to talk about is Mercedes-AMG F1. There's also no changes coming to this team in 2023. Lewis Hamilton, who did not win for the first time since he joined Formula 1, he did not have his first winless season in his Formula 1 career, will continue driving the 44 car. He struggled at the beginning of the year, but impressed near the end. And George Russell will once again be his teammate. Now, George Russell, unlike Lewis Hamilton, actually scored a victory at Sao Paulo. George Russell will be looking to improve on that. He had a very strong year in 2022, despite the issues with Mercedes. He's a very impressive driver, and I think that Mercedes will have a very strong year heading into 2023. The next team we're going to talk about is Ferrari. There are no changes coming to Ferrari in 2023, at least on the driver's side of things. Charles Leclerc finished second in the Formula 1 Championship, scored, I believe, 3 or 4 victories in the 2022 Formula 1 Championship, and will be looking to press and be more of a consistent championship contender. The thing they got to do is work on that pit road. His teammate is going to be Carlos Sainz once again. Carlos Sainz has scored a victory at Silverstone in the British Grand Prix. He'll be looking to improve and get more victories and have less wrecks because Carlos ended up finishing 6th in the championship. Carlos will be looking to do a lot better heading into 2023, and hopefully we'll see Ferrari continue to improve heading into the 2023 season. The next team we're going to talk about is McLaren. Now, this is the first team that is going to be having changes heading into 2023. Lando Norris will continue driving with McLaren as I believe he has a contract through 2024 or 2025 and will continue to drive the number 4 car. Lando Norris, very talented driver, was the only driver outside of the Mercedes, the Ferraris, or the Red Bulls to score a podium in the season. Shows how good of a driver he was. He was the best of the rest this season and did a great job. His teammate is going to be a new teammate because Daniel Ricciardo is going back to Red Bull Racing, but instead of being a driver, he'll be the 3rd driver for Red Bull. His new teammate is going to be Oscar Piastri, who's coming over from the Alpine organization. Oscar Piastri, very talented driver, a driver I expect big things from heading into 2023, and I think he will do better than what Daniel Ricciardo did, and I hope that he can really help McLaren become a really strong team and can compete to be the 3rd best team on the season, or maybe become the best team in the future. But you've got a really strong combination of Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri. The next team we're going to talk about is Alpine F1. And there are some changes also coming to this team in 2023. Fernando Alonso, will talk about him, but he will not be driving for Alpine in 2023. Instead, Pierre Gasly will be moving away from AlphaTauri, and he'll be driving for Alpine in 2023 in the number 10 car. Pierre Gasly, driver, of course, I believe he won at Monza, won the Italian Grand Prix 2 years ago. Will be looking to win more races with Alpine in 2023. His teammate will be a familiar face, Esteban Ocon. Esteban Ocon, a driver who's done really good with the Alpine organization. Yes, he did have some trouble this year with Fernando Alonso, but they'll both be looking to build on heading into 2023 and will be looking to improve on their performances heading into the 2023 season. The next team we're going to talk about is Aston Martin. And there's also changes coming to Aston Martin as Sebastian Vettel has retired from Formula 1 after being F1 for a very long time, since 2007 through 2022. We will have a new driver at Aston Martin, that being Fernando Alonso, who will drive the 14 car. Fernando Alonso, extremely talented driver, one of the greatest Formula 1 drivers in F1 history, who looking to once again do really good with Aston Martin. I expect him to get the best out of that equipment heading into 2023. His teammate will be Lance Stroll, a familiar face with the Aston Martin group, as he's been driving for Aston Martin for the last few seasons. Lance Stroll will be looking to try to improve on 2022. It's kind of a disappointing 2022 season, which a lot of people thought Lance Stroll was going to do a lot better. With Fernando Alonso coming over to the team, I think that he could be the magic gift that could help Lance Stroll impress and do better heading into 2023. The next team we're going to talk about is AlphaTauri, as AlphaTauri is also going to be having some changes heading into the 2023 season. Yuki Tsunoda will be returning to AlphaTauri in 2023 in the number 22 car. Yuki Tsunoda had some decent performances last year. In fact, I think he kind of did improve from 2021, where he actually improved and had better performances in 2022, and be looking to improve and build upon that heading into the 2023 season. His new teammate in 2023 is going to be Nick de Vries. Nick de Vries actually made his Formula 1 debut earlier this year at Monza and actually scored points, which was extremely impressive, in a Williams car. Nick de Vries, I think, will really get the best out of the AlphaTauri equipment. It would not shock or surprise me if he does have a chance of potentially having a chance of getting some points next year and even potentially getting some podiums. I know that's crazy considering it'll be in an underfunded car, but I think that AlphaTauri will be in a little bit of better shape, and I think that he will be a great addition to the team heading into 2023. He'll be a contender for the Rookie of the Year, and I think he'll be a very strong rookie in 2023. The next team we're going to talk about is Alfa Romeo. Now, unlike some of these other teams, there are no changes coming to Alfa Romeo in 2023. Zhou Guanyu will continue driving the 24 car for Alfa Romeo. Zhou Guanyu had some pretty solid performances for a rookie driver. He actually had a pretty solid year in 2022. Putting up respectful performances, scoring tons of points throughout the year for the Alfa Romeo equipment, and was at points at somewhat consistent with his teammate, who we'll talk about in a second. He'll be looking to improve on from 2022 because he's going to need to improve because there's a lot of other drivers that are going to be available that could drive that car in 2024. So he's got to impress and improve heading into 2023. His teammate is going to be Valtteri Bottas. Now, Valtteri Bottas, as expected, did not perform incredibly impressive like he did at Mercedes, but he did the best he could with the equipment he had. You have to understand that 77 car is not the fastest car on the racetrack. The Alfa Romeo team isn't the fastest, so you kind of have to have some decent expectations, but not fantastic expectations. But there are times where he was very impressive and out-qualified his teammate in all but 2 or 3 races in 2022. He'll be looking to build upon that heading into 2023. The next team we're going to talk about is Williams F1. Now, there are some changes that are coming to Williams in 2023. Now, what's not changing is Alex Albon is returning to Williams as he has a multi-year contract with the team currently at the moment. Alexander Albon was very impressive at times. I remember at Australia in 2022 where he basically came in on the last lap of the race and scored points, which was extremely impressive on very, very old tires, and got a different combination on the last lap of the race. Alex Albon impressed after basically getting drop kicked from the Red Bull organization, losing his opportunity. He comes back over to Williams and does a very good job in his first year for the equipment. I think he'll do a good job. But he'll have a new teammate in 2023 as Logan Sargent will be driving the second Williams car in 2023. Now, a number has not been announced from heading into 2023, but he wants the number 3 car from Daniel Ricciardo. Logan Sargent, I think, is a very, very talented driver. He probably wasn't the best choice to put in the car. You have Teo Pugacher would be a really good choice, but to have an American driver on the grid for the first time since 2015 is amazing to see. I think Logan will give some really respectful performances in 2023. I really think he will, and I think it'll help Williams become a stronger team. And also, I think he will perform way better than what Nicholas Latifi did. Nicholas Latifi was just a very disappointing driver in Formula 1. There's a lot of talk maybe he can go to IndyCar maybe in the foreseeable future, but Logan Sargent will be joining Williams, and hopefully he'll be able to help the team improve next year. And the final team on the Formula 1 grid is Haas F1. Now, Haas F1 has MoneyGram sponsoring him in 2023. There's also some changes coming to this team next year. Kevin Magnussen will return to the 20 car in 2023. Kevin Magnussen, who had some decent runs, in fact, actually scored a pole at Sao Paulo before the sprint race, which was incredible to see in the rain and help Haas kind of get up there. So that was great to see. And he will have another teammate next year based to have history because Nico Hülkenberg will be joining Haas in 2023. Now, Nico Hülkenberg has been basically a super sub for the last years, is getting another opportunity, a chance. He will be replacing Mick Schumacher this season as Mick Schumacher does not have a ride for 2023. So that's going to be the Formula 1 lineup heading into next season. The teams I expect to be the strongest Red Bull, obviously, I know they're going to have some developmental issues because they've lost some developmental time that they're going to use, but I still expect them to be the best. Then I think Ferrari will be ranked number 2. Then Mercedes will be number 3. Actually, Mercedes number 2, Ferrari number 3, McLaren 4th, Alpine number 5 is what I'm expecting. AlphaTauri to finish 6th. Alfa Romeo finishes in 7th, and in their other positions will be determined throughout the entire season. But a really exciting Formula 1 driver lineup, some pretty big changes, and a lot of excitement going into next season. So, that is going to be it for the 2023 Formula 1 driver lineup. I want to thank you guys for watching. Please like, subscribe to the channel, notifications on, to be notified when a video does go live on my channel. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and support me on Patreon as well. Links description below over that, and comment your thoughts on today's video. What are your thoughts about the Formula 1 driver lineup for 2023? Are you excited for 2023 or not? Let me know in the comments below. I'm not sure it's going to be out on the channel tomorrow. I'll make a decision on that later today, but there's already actually an update video that will be released in the coming hours. And about 12 or 1 this afternoon, there should be that video being released, and I'll decide what's coming out tomorrow. So anyway, like I said, I want to thank you guys for watching today's episode, and I'll see you guys next time for some more great, awesome NASCAR content and other motorsports content on the channel like this. Take care, everybody.